It's no state secret that photovoltaic and solar thermal systems are making a valuable contribution to the UK's Kyoto 2020 targets. Feed-in tariffs, or FITs, have certainly made the market buoyant. Quality manufacturers are offering performance warranties of up to 80% after 25 years in situ. PVs can be successful throughout the UK, as it's daylight, not the intensity of light, which delivers energy capture. But energy generation systems are only part of the roofing solution, and to be successful, they require the support of a competent manufacturer to integrate the solution into the roof package, whether new build or retrofit. Poor installation leads to failure. In a study by Dutch organisation TNO, it was found that poor workmanship and inexperience were costing the EU some €2 billion per year. The key problems are preventable and comprise punctured membranes, water ingress, and wind and condensation problems. There is often evidence of poor preparation, inadequate framework, and poor detailing at cable entry. This simple diagram illustrates how to design out problems associated with penetrations. Here's how it works. PIB is bonded to timber using adhesive. The pipe is allowed to penetrate the membrane. A collar, which is a circular piece of membrane with a penetration in the middle, donut-shaped, is pulled over the pipe to the bottom. The hole is deliberately made smaller than the pipe to allow a tight fit. The collar must overlap up the pipe by 50 mm and into the field area by 100 mm. The collar is then solvent welded onto the field area membrane. The pipe is then rimmed all the way round with cover tape, which adds another layer of protection from water ingress. This principle can be applied on most roof build-ups. There are examples of manufacturers now working together to produce 21st century building technology, which allow the roof to work harder. White reflective PIB membrane has been developed to work hand in glove with PV systems to maximise energy capture on commercial flat roofs. The membrane is free from halogen plasticizers, and the waterproofing is suitable for both new build and for overroofing systems, as it's compatible with bitumen as well. Solar thermal comprises solar energy transferred into heat. It's possible to fulfill 90% of summer heating demand and 40 to 60% heat demand throughout the rest of the year. The panels are fitted above continuous membrane and tile battens. Again, avoid penetrations to the membrane. Air source heat pumps transfer captured heat from the air and delivers hot water or heating production. Fall from heights is the single biggest cause of workplace deaths and injury. 2/3 of all major injuries are caused by low falls below 2 metres. Work at height regulations came into force in April 2005. These regulations apply to all industries and all employers, self-employed and anyone who works at heights. The regulations apply to all work at height, where there is a risk of a fall liable to cause personal injury. Work at height is defined as any height where a person could be injured falling from it. This includes access and egress from work at or below ground level, but not stairways or slips or trips on the level. The key is to design in health and safety so a client is not vulnerable. Just consider the following. Why am I on this roof? Cleaning the gutters? Who else needs access to this roof? Maintenance engineer? How do I get onto this roof? Roof access hatch? How often do I need to get on this roof? Annually? Are there any hazards on the roof? Glass roof lights? What is the roof type? Asbestos? What is the best form of safety to use? What are the legal requirements? Those involved in working at heights must be competent. The risk for working at heights are assessed, i.e. a risk assessment. Just highlighting a few risks such as roof lights, fragile roofs, trip hazards, open edges, weather conditions, roof type, inspection of work equipment, falling objects. You must make sure the appropriate work equipment is selected and used. All working at height is properly planned and organised. The risks are properly controlled. Equipment for working at height is properly inspected and maintained. The place where we are working at heights is safe. Following these steps, you are complying with the legal requirements. Here are the Health and Safety Executive's safety measures in order of preference. First choice is the designed parapet. Second choice is the guardrail at roof edge. The third choice is permanent walkways. Fourth choice, use of temporary sockets. And finally, the fifth choice, a line system. Our aim is to leave you with a strategic overview on how to maximise the fifth elevation, how to design sustainable roofs, how to comply with regulations, how to prevent waterproofing failure, and how to comply with health and safety working at height legislation. Thank you very much for participating in our online learning CPD. Now it is time for you to complete the questionnaire. You will be asked to complete the answers to 12 questions on a multiple choice basis. There are 5 multiple choice answers to every question, which have been drawn from the educational content of the CPD.